Hey, what's up?
Uh-oh. Who's that?
Oh, I remember him.
No. Oh, no.
I remember that.
Oh, God.
I don't remember that.
Okay, we gotta pick one of these, Chris.
No.
Which one do you like?
Do the first one, because he was from the 3rd season, right?
Yeah, he was.
I remember him,
He was from Tamers.
He was from the Digimon movie,
Was
remember?
it called Tamers in America?
No, I think it was just Digimon
I
over here.
remember
But
they kept advertising it with, like, Get Real
yeah,
or
because it was,
something.
they really liked the meta aspect of it.
Yeah.
Terriermon. He's kind of cute.
I like him.
I remember he did a move where his eyeballs fall out.
I like him because he's a little asshole.
I like the really scary looking Digimon. There was a bunch of like demonic like
I mean, that was what I really liked about it at the beginning.
yeah.
And the
They're
art
very
style was focused
monstrous.
differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really gross. They're all veiny.
They always have veins on them and everything.
Wow, Digimon
I feel like
monster.
around Tamers is when they were starting to change up the design.
Yeah.
They were getting cute. That's another reason why I never really got more into Pokemon, because
Yeah, the design ethic
Yeah.
changes over time.
yeah. And sorry guys, I'm just kind of a traditionalist, dudes.
You're a Gen 1er.
I'm a Gen 1er, you guys. Obviously, Pokemon Red was the best one.
Filthy.
Just kidding. Look, guys.
You made Lil Birdo sad.
He doesn't like Gen 2. I never played Silver. That's why I want to play it.
I think you'd like it a lot.
I want to see what I
It
missed
blew
out.
my tiny child
The
mind.
only reason I didn't play it was because Pokemon wasn't cool anymore. And I was like,
Oh, that's too bad.
I can't be caught
I mean,
playing
I
that.
do remember that when I was a kid when I got it.
I
I
was
remember
like-
my parents and everybody around me was like, "You're still playing that?"
So
Yeah.
I was doubly uncool. I didn't even think about that at the time, but that was my first.
I wish I didn't care at the time. It's so fucked.
Not only was it my first Pokemon game, but it was my first video game was Pokemon Gold.
I mean, Chris, that's the way that it works. People tell you to feel bad about things that are arbitrary.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then you go, "No, I don't like it anymore."
Welcome to the internet.
I think part of the reason things fizzle out over time is not because people legitimately are getting bored. It can even just be something as simple as that, overexposure to it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
For example,
but you know
people,
something?
when they hear Battle Royale now, they don't get as excited as they once did.
Right? Right? Is this Kingdom Hearts?
It is. This is a Heartless. Mm-hmm. It kind of looks like one.
I think so.
This thing is pissed, Chris. He recognizes your art style.
No!
Look, even Terriermon is scared.
He doesn't emote whatsoever. Does Terriermon ever emote?
In this specifically, or
Just
even
in
in the?
general.
I'm sure he does.
Whoa! I love him!
I always like that about
Is
him.
that Metal Greymon?
He has kind of a stoic expression.
No, that's a different one. I think that's Machine Dramon.
They look the same. My mom got me a toy Metal Greymon. I probably already told you this story. But
Hello.
I don't think so. Go
But
ahead.
she got me a really badly made toy that was painted horribly. So I bought Warhammer paint and I repainted it. And then
It's a good idea.
I had one moment where I was like, "That looks much better," and then I instantly just felt really bad that I like ruined a gift she got me. So I painted him back to how he looked.
That's too bad. I can
But
like
then
I
you
would get
wanted it back
behind
again,
that.
so you painted on top of it again.
It was an infinite loop.
I like the idea of like
It's like a gobstopper at that point. It has like 50 layers to
Yeah.
it.
in all of the monster collecting stuff. I always like the idea of personalizing it.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea that like okay, if you have a Pikachu that looks like identical to every other Pikachu that exists.
I get stupidly sentimental over objects and gifts.
GIFs?
Yeah, if people give me a gift, I find it extremely hard
gifts.
to tamper
I
with
thought
or
you said
throw
GIFs,
away.
like GIF images.
Oh yeah, I get seriously sentimental.
Your friend waved at you, Chris.
I can't believe Streamlabs invented GIFs.
No,
They know how to
invented
pronounce it
WebMs.
properly.
They invented what?
Yeah, it's pronounced JIF.
No, it's not. It's pronounced.
Jiffy Jifster said so. It's
pronounced
and I trust
moving
him.
image 9.3
Do you know what GIF stands for?
graphic
Interface.
Is fun.
Fuckers.
fast. That is just that's as caveman as you can get. Graphic is fast.
It is. It loads. It's a very tiny file size.
It's not optimized though. If you're making a long GIF image, you have to do a lot.
obviously
Yeah.
no. But as a single image, if it wasn't animated,
Remember, then
it's
they
very
introduced
small.
animated PNGs.
Did they really?
Yeah, it didn't.
I've
get
always wanted
utilized
to
too
make
much.
one, and I have no fucking clue how. I've always wanted to see how
Make a
nice it
GIF?
is. It's that I assume it's just not supported is the problem, right?
I'm not sure what the process is like. This was years and years back when they like first. Hello.
Is there
when they were
still
first
animated
introducing-
PNGs? They're still around?
I'm pretty sure they're still around.
That's weird.
It's just I don't think people really utilize them much. But they exist. It's a thing.
I see.
Do you use TGAs? Do you use Targas?
No, I don't. I only use PNGs.
Do you know what
I
that
can't go up
stands
there.
for?
I use
Pretty
what
nice.
are they called?
Graphic.
I use TIFF sometimes.
God, you're such a dork. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
That's not even a real extension.
I use .orta.
I use .bmp.
No, you don't. That's too big.
Because the files are big, so they're cooler.
Isn't that about as that's uncompressed as you can possibly
very,
get?
Very, very heavily uncompressed.
Yeah.
And I remember a lot of old games, like old PC games, would just like store the
no.
graphical information that way.
Yeah, it blows my mind.
Worms Armageddon does it.
Wow.
That's a lot of bitmap files.
Guess what, Chris?
Yeah. Is it Oguma? Yay! Yay!
There he is.
That looks really good. Agumon! Who's
gone
that? Is Gabuluman? Is that Hercules? No, that's the kid.
What? Wait, no. This isn't a Disney game.
That's Luigi, right?
That looks like him from there.
Oh yeah, that's like Goku or something, right?
What's his name again? The striper.
Striper.
Gabumon.
Gabumon. That's right.
Digimon? Question mark.
Oh, I love his little ears. I want to stuff a pencil in it.
We,
It didn't have to come out the other side.
when Chris,
hurts.
when Chris showed up at our house, one of the first things we did was watch the dubbed Digimon movie there.
We sure did.
And it went, hey Digimon, champions to the digital world.
They added a lot of narration on.
Yeah, the little girl never shuts up.
No. Even though she doesn't really talk in the movie itself.
She
My
talks
name is
with the-
Carrie. Anyway, there's a kid named Willis who's 7 million miles away. Forget about him right now.
It has nothing to do with anything right now, but in about 8 years it will.
Just remember him. Keep remembering him. Anyway, back onto the Digimon.
So then 4 years later, this happened.
With the
found an egg
voice,
and he started shitting itself.
with the voice of a full-grown woman
Yeah,
coming out of this
fucking
like
hate it.
3-year-old.
And then it plays Funk Soul Brother. You get
Oh,
to
yeah.
have Fat Boy Slim.
Well, it shits itself and a cat scratches it.
And then what, that scene is all of like 10 seconds long.
Yeah.
They got their use though.
They sure did.
They're running down the street and it plays 1 week.
Yeah.
That was the most embarrassing part. I was like, what the fuck are you thinking?
They should have had text scroll by that just said buy the soundtrack.
We missed a joke about the Digimon wanting to fuck her.
No way, really? What did they say?
They're in trouble now, they have to run.
I will meet to you so fast.
What did they say, Julian?
She says, oh, it must have been my pheromones are attracting them.
She's right. Oh, he's big.
Terriermon is also intrigued.
He noticed her
Is he really that big? I don't think he is, right?
No,
in real life.
Terriermon's eyebrows make me want to punch him in the head.
because he's a little mad.
Yep. He's a little sassy.
He is. That's his
I like
character.
him a lot.
You only like him because he's got a fucking anal plug to sit on.
No, I like his evolution.
You like
'cause he
sitting
gets
on
bigger.
his
You like you like the bunny with the pants.
He looks cool. I like him.
What's that red rabbit toy of?
I don't like when he gets the green robo diapers.
That's the pink Digimon from the movie.
He is.
He evolves into Agumon.
That's Poopumon, remember?
Is it?
He farts and goes, ugh, not again.
There probably is a Poopumon.
How come?
Yeah, there is Numamon.
How come Digimon World 1 revolves
And
so much
Supermon.
around eating shit?
Because poop is a big part of the digital pets.
Yeah, because they would shit themselves to death.
Is it really?
They literally would.
they,
Yes.
they shit more than any virtual pet. It's like, what, every 5 minutes
It's
there's
a
a new
big part of the
turd?
mechanic. That's why certain Digimon exist, because if they poop too much,
Yeah.
they digivolve into a specific thing.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure in some of the games, certain Digimon do eat the poop.
Yeah,
So-
no, in the first one, I remember there was slime ones that eat it.
Yeah, the Numamon. I think
Yeah.
he pooped.
He was green and he looked like a slug and he looked scary.
He's in this.
Hey, Digimon.
There's
hey,
even
Digimon.
different versions of him in this. Hello.
He waves with his freaking ear. That's not fucking
That's
natural.
not cool.
That's not right.
That's not how I greet people.
Don't wave in my ear. My uncle can move his... No, actually, no, he can't.
He can move his floppy, long rabbit ears, too.
No, he used to do this thing where I misremembered it. I used to be able to, or I thought he was able to move his ears really fast because he did it once to me as a kid, and I remembered him flipping his ears back and forth really fast in my head.
You found out he was faking it?
No, then when I grew up, I was like, hey, can you still do that thing with your ears? And he was like, oh yes, and he did it. It was just really slow wiggling. I was like, oh.
Hey, what? That's not cool.
I really was like, oh. I remembered that so much cooler.
Well, I can do it faster than that.
15 years. But I still love the guy.
We have to.
I don't completely hate it.
I didn't cut him off about it or nothing.
We have to grind.
A few months of silence.
We have to grind a little bit. I know that you guys didn't want to do a whole lot of grinding, but
okay.
I don't know if you spotted the percentage that pops up at the beginning of the battle. You have to fill that up in order to obtain the Digimon.
Ding dong!
What?
What's your favorite Digimon song?
From like actual
Yeah,
Japanese.
just say Butterfly.
I would say Butterfly.
Butterfly?
Butterfly is that's the Japanese theme song.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the original
I thought you
opening.
meant the I'm a fucking butterfly.
I like that one too.
Digimon is cool.
Was it the Brazilian opening?
That's the best one.
That the lady gets in front?
Yeah, she's the best version.
I remember that because specifically Rockcock years and years and years ago told me about how he was staying there, and that was how he grew up with Digimon, and he was just used to that opening.
What a legend.
She's dressed up like Sora, right?
Yes.
And then she multiplies into 3 of herself, and you can show it on screen if you want.
When they take a cartoon like that and make like intentionally make it stupider and like
I mean, they do it a lot
That's
in some regions.
localizations.
It's weird.
they make it intentionally like stupider.
Like, did you ever see the German X-Men opening?
No.
They superimpose little kids over it who are rapping about the X-Men. And then there's a part where one of the kids is pinned down by Wolverine, and then...
getting stabbed over and over.
But they do that a lot. I don't know why. There are a lot of old cartoon openings where they just superimposed actual people over it. And it's not like they're known celebrities in some cases. It's just like, I don't know.
The Brazilian one is, right? Like
She might be.
She's a TV personality.
It's
I'm going to say
Something
something
like that.
extremely offensive about Brazil.
Do it.
It seems like
They don't have real Digimon there.
it seems like society is holding them back 10 years for some reason, technologically wise. Like, have you ever seen their version of Guitar Hero? It's called Guitar Idol, and it's on a Sega Genesis. And they had a Genesis that played Guitar Hero while regular Guitar Hero was out. And their version of Resident Evil 4 is like a mobile phone port that's on another weird shit console. It's like the weirdest shit.
I'm always really intrigued by that kind of thing.
And they have like pictures of Goku on like every restaurant. He's always the mascot of every restaurant because everyone loves him.
Oh man, I remember a while back we went to a marketplace with all the bootleg stuff.
Yeah.
They had packs of bootleg Pokemon cards and we wanted to buy a bunch of them.
That's right.
But it was cash
I was
only.
really sad. I didn't have any cash that day. I
And the
really
thing is,
wanted
too,
some
it
bootleg
seemed
shit.
like the cashier too was a position of like, yes, you think those are real Pokemon cards, right?
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
I'm
like,
sure she
no,
don't.
we know they're bootleg.
Yeah, the whole appeal is that it's wrong.
Wait, are you telling me she was like, you think they're real, right?
She didn't bring it up. but
No,
I'm
she
sure.
didn't bring it up, but it's the idea of like you're trying to present it
She
to people.
probably
as if it's
just
the real
assumed we
deal.
thought they were
I
regular.
thought you literally meant like she was like, you do know they are real, right? I promise you.
Yeah, she comes over and says, yes, you want those, right? Rare cards and though they're real.
Everything I carry is real.
You don't have to suspect me. Not that you were.
Every Digimon has a huge thing on its head.
That's not true.
That's a rule. If we find a Digimon that breaks the rule of every Digimon having a huge thing on its head,
Then he's not a real Digimon.
then it's fucking fake.
There are a lot of Digimon with things on their heads.
Like
Headmon. He has a head.
Spiking Headmon.
There's probably like a Hornmon, and it literally just has a horn on its head, and that's it.
Probably. That sounds like one that is real.
Israel.
Mon.
Israel Mon.
What is that Digimon called?
Israelmon?
No, these.
That's
Israelmon.
That's Pabumon, I think.
No,
the
that's
other one's
Pabumon.
Koromon.
Doesn't it tell you their name? Oh,
It
there it
does.
is.
It's right there.
My bad.
I just remember from the anime.
I'm an expert. Hello.
I remember you know in Digimon when they get back from the digital world like halfway through the season
Yeah.
or the series and they're in like the real world with their Digimon.
Yeah.
I remember being so hyped as a kid when that happened.
I think we all feel the same way.
That's one of the better parts of the story.
It annoys the shit out of me whenever there's a show like, oh, I'm a teenager and I got superpowers. but I can't tell my parents, and my teachers might find out. I fucking
it was a rare exception.
That
it was
shit.
a rare exception to that they end up telling their parents about it, and it's not a big deal.
And it was so cool. There's a big black Digimon in the sky that's coming down through the clouds, and it's really scary.
When they go back to the real world the first time too, the way that they handle the colors and everything, that they desaturated a bit. It gets to make it feel really impactful. It was cool. It was neat.
It makes me sad that
I really like the Digimon anime compared to like Pokemon.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say
again, everybody
I think
feels that way.
To it.
Yeah, it seems like Digimon actually had a lot of thought and heart put into it, but it's a real shame we got the worst fucking dub ever.
I'm not gonna bash on it for changing the tone, because I do like what they did, but I do prefer the original.
I can appreciate Saban levels of cheese, but I can only do so much.
The movie's so
The movie is pretty hard to stomach, even
written,
like ironically.
The original is written very thoughtfully. Like each Digimon like reflects a personality feature of each character. Like you get that sort of impact out of it.
That's cool.
The Digimon movie, it is so sad what they did to that first OVA.
Yeah, no, because the first one's really cool. I still love the part where, like, you know, there's the virus. That's my favorite one.
There's the bird.
It's fun. You can get that
bird puns.
You can get that Digimon in this, Chris.
Is he your actual Digimon?
Yeah,
I thought that was just a movie, only Digimon.
No, he's a real Digimon.
Cool.
He probably is like from that movie, but yeah, he's like in canon.
That went by too fast to say, I am so a child.
I probably should have read it.
Really? I am so a child.
I mean, that's what we were telling you. That this translation is not perfect. It does...
I wonder if they changed it, because this is the...
like updated it for the complete version?
Because, we played the original version of this way back, and a lot of weird things with the translation, not to mention just dialogue trees kind of breaking sometimes, so selections are just paragraphs broken in half.
What do you think of this guy?
I like it.
He's got a really cool design, doesn't he?
I like these a lot. All these encounters get to be really cool.
It feels very like fucking like fifth dimensional. Like you're like, oh, this thing is like expanding into non-Euclidean geometry.
There's the subway later on.
Yeah.
That everything gets like corrupted in it. And
the
looks
restaurant?
really cool.
You'll see. We're not gonna ruin it.
I want it.
They usually end up getting to do that with a lot of these versions of Digimon that they take it into the real world, and they always get to do fun stuff with it. It always gets to be interesting.
We must kill all Digimon.
Look at me!
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Oh no!
I've seen enough.
It's
hentai.
not going to fucking. Is it? Oh, thank God. Oh, that's what Agu means. Anti.
That's right.
Well, gotta beep out all those.
Pepper breath. Are you okay?
I forgot you voiced in the dub.
I know. I'm pretty good.
You came in and just started making noises, and then went, "We gotta get this guy." He's
Chris,
good.
if you had to pick one, would you rather do a voice for Crash Bandicoot or Agumon?
Crash Bandicoot.
That's probably the correct choice.
I mean, I'm not even like just saying this.
Yeah.
I think you would probably do a good job actually handling Crash Bandicoot.
I think I would too, honestly.
I'm
actually pretty good.
I think you figured out how to do that voice and make it work.
No, I think.
Rather than him later on going, that's not Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, I hate that shit. I think he's funnier when he's like, he's actually brain dead. Like, like that's hilarious.
You always make him sound really pathetic. And
Yeah, he should be. He's wearing fucking shoes and jeans.
He's terrified when he gets to the end of the stage.
He's
He has to
literally
wipe
a
his head
dummy.
and everything.
Anyway,
He's having trouble logging out.
who's logging out this time? Daddy?
Yeah.
He never logs out on time.
He forgot to delete his browser history.
My dad hasn't logged in 8 years.
You only talk to him online.
That would be really sad. There's got to be a lot of cases
He
of
does
that.
live in your house, but he refuses to talk outside of the internet.
Oh. Don't you hate it when you get corrupted?
That's Osmosis Jones.
It's true.
Excuse me, can you stop?
Can you get out of here? We're trying
Yikes!
to enjoy our day. Every woman in this game has like the most beautiful breasts. God damn it.
I told you.
And every man has the most beautiful hair.
You should have said breasts.
The most beautiful briefcase.
Oh no.
Look, they all have intentional like shadows painted onto their breasts to make them look more full.
breasts.
They do. They have intentional shadows on their boobs.
Well, just that this is the style for this game. This is how the people in it look.